What's up, guys? You're watching the Quezt, and I'm your host, Robert Dylan Vasquez. What's up, guys? We're out here on a Friday night for episode 42. It is 10:29.
Turn on.
All right, that's enough of that. You guys are out here on a day that ends with a Y, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. A lot of freaky stuff this week, guys. A lot of freaky stuff. We're going to unpack this. But first of all, how was your week? Oh, yeah. Well, we can always try again next week. Or we can always get better. Or maybe next week it'll be a complete disaster. Yay! You never know. It's the last episode of October, so it's about to get a little creepy, guys. Didn't want to get too creepy on you guys, but I saw some creepy stuff this week. Let's start out on a high note. I went to the liquor store earlier in the week to celebrate some things. I got big news coming for you guys. Big news coming for you guys. Can't tell you yet, so why am I telling you? So I walk into the liquor store, and this woman behind the counter goes, "Hey, oh my God, I know you." Never good. Because you don't want to be known at the liquor store. This isn't Cheers. Sometimes you want to go. So I walk in and she goes, "Hey, I know you," like with a lot of like excitement, right? And I'm like, like overstimulation, like safe space. No. So she goes, "Yeah, I know you from the Comedy Zone. You did really good." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." Like I've never had that happen before, and I'm not like, "Oh, well, I'm a celebrity now," but I've just never had it happen before, and for her to say that nice thing, it was very nice. So, shout out to her. Shout out to my favorite liquor store. TBD on the CZ. That really made me want to go back and do some stand-up, at least before the new year or before the overtime hits. I at least have a couple weeks. I might get back in there. So I will let you guys know. You guys will be the first to know. The big news, the Comedy Zone. Dude, you guys get it all, right? So this is why I'm about to tell you about the things I saw today and earlier this week. So we had to do some bank stuff today. Miranda goes, "What do you want to eat?" I said, "I don't want Chick-fil-A. Please, anything but Chick-fil-A." And where do we go? Chick-fil-fucking-lay, all right? I just didn't want to wait in the lines. And it was around breakfast time, maybe early lunch. It was 10:30. Who stops serving breakfast before 11? This is America. And so we're waiting in this little line. Surprise, Chick-fil-A's not out to the road. Oh, by the way, I dressed up for the Halloween episode. I look like a fucking 2002 punk rock album cover. I look like a shitty Men in Black intern. I look like a fucking... Oh, dude. Why? Anyways. I look like a prom DJ. Fucking one thing off. Just make... This is what dreams are made of. Anyways. So. We go to Chick-fil-A. And we're waiting in this line. And then she goes, "Well, we have until blah, blah, blah before the blah, blah, blah. Do you want to go to Ollie's?" Now, I don't know if you guys know what Ollie's is, but it's like, "Ollie's! Good stuff, cheap!" And it's really catchy, right? And it plays it about every 3.5 minutes when you're walking through the store. Now, it is stuff at a cheaper price. And I said, I don't want to go to Ollie's because I'm just going to want to buy stuff. So we're walking to Ollie's. And we buy stuff, but I see this character. Now, it is near the Halloween season. Yes, I'll give it to you. I'm dressed up today during the podcast, whatever. I see this guy. And he looks not Not bad, but just creepy. Look at that. Now, you might be wondering, or you might be saying to yourself, rather, that guy's got confidence. Now, I want you to know that it's not confidence just in the jacket, because any schmuck can throw a trench coat on. What does it is the cap. That it's the ensemble with the glasses. Like, he'd be like, "Scram, toots." "Scram, toots. I gotta case this off." Like, what are you doing? Like, he looks like Inspector Gadget. Like, that's the only because I can't say the other word. Canceled. No. So I see this guy, and I'm like, in the Vans, so I know he's like modern detective. He's like a gumshoe, the local gumshoe, right? And if I could zoom in on his fucking mustache, on his, I don't have a good mustache, but he doesn't have a detective mustache. So I'm like walking with, my girl. I'm walking with Miranda, and so I'm like, how, like, where is he going dressed like that? Who is he with? Is he with anybody? And so later I find out he was with someone. What the fuck? That guy is huge. Where did they... That guy's wearing a quilt, or a blanket rather, a sheet. He's wearing a bed sheet. He's wearing a bed sheet. And they're looking in the rugs. The old body in the rug trick. Come on, guys. You think you're slick. And they're in matching Vans? What is that? So I had to get a picture of the guys. If they end up on the news, I didn't get a good look at the big one, but he wasn't wearing a hat. He lacked confidence. He wasn't wearing the whole, hey, get out of here, toots. Like, he wasn't wearing the whole ensemble. Didn't have the whole outfit. He had like Christopher Reeve Superman hair. That's about, but he was like thick, heavy, like heavy set. If I was describing him to the police, I guess I'll have to play both of these parts. So the police, yeah, what'd you see? Could you describe him? Give, pretty descriptive details if you could. Me. Yeah, is really tall, really wide set guy. Looked like he was wearing a beige bed sheet. Very, very masculine thighs, but feminine calves. Had Christopher Reeve's Superman hair, like when he was like strong and whatever. I think R.I.P. Yeah. He had this thing on his neck. Thing on the neck? Go ahead, continue. It was kind of like a... Oh, God. But yeah, definitely didn't have the confidence of his partner. But I feel like, now that I'm looking at it, that's the guy that's like, yeah, boss, yeah, that's a good one. Like, he's not even the guy. Or maybe it's like a plot twist and he is the guy and that's his big dumb friend. Like, I don't mean big dumb friend as in big dumb friend, but I mean big dumb friend as in like the muscle, So I think that that's an odd pair, and that was one of the creepiest things I saw today. And now we're going to get to one of the creepiest things I saw all week. So I'm sure many of you know about Facebook's transition to Meta. Meta. It's an idea of the Zucc. Zucc on, dude. Fucking Zucc on. Do whatever. If you build it, they will come. I don't know about a virtual reality world, but Meta VR is what we're going to go over just real quick. And now we're not going to go over the concept necessarily. We're going to go over the Zucc and just play around with him for a little bit. Because the idea of a VR world, just putting on this and playing games is fine. Putting on this and like going and meeting up with friends, I guess is fine. If you're not feeling well or you don't want to leave the house, that's fine. But what I don't want to happen is just people get stuck on it. Like, oh, well, time to go to work. And then like, this is what they do. And we're just like that's all we're good for. Just 24/7, just mindless zombies on technology. I don't know. I'm a hypocrite because what am I doing right now? I'm talking to y'all, looking at me and about to obtain about to pass over some information. So think of VR what you will, but we're just going to make fun of the Zucc for a little bit because I'm not trying to get into all that. All right, y'all ready? Oh. Okay, so this is him, the Zucc, Mark Zuckerberg, for those who don't know. The guy who did Facebook, the guy who was in that movie Spartacus, the Social Awareness Project, Project X, social networking. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Dude, look at that. Oh, Peyton Manning-esque haircut, dude. What is this? Nobody around him is telling him, like, just fucking Steve Jobs it, bro. Okay, I'm going to let him talk. I'm going to let him say his piece. Go.
Starting with the most important experience of all, connecting with people.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Watch the face after connecting with people, okay? Just real quick.
With the most important experience of all, connecting with people.
And in this video, it slows it down, right? Look at his fucking grill, dude.
Connecting with people.
Miranda says I have resting bitch face, but what? This is how I think I walk through life. All right, you ready? Hi. Hey. It was revealed to me in a third-person picture that I was sitting down, not even playing on my phone, just looking at the ground, and I was just like, now, that's not too uninviting, right? That's how I sit at the Comedy Zone. I'm just... And I wonder why nobody talks to me. Anyways. So, this is this freak, right?
Connecting with people.
That guy's a robot. Ugh. I don't want to see it. So creepy, Zucc. What are you doing? So we're going to go on a lighter note. And bring up this video of him really enjoying the barbecue sauce Sweet Baby Ray's. I don't know if many of you have heard of it or tried it or love it or hate it. So we're going to go over it right now. Him saying,
Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. That is going on the ribs. Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's.
Now, he's like emphasizing on the baby, Sweet Baby Ray's, and it's just weird. It's like he's not even saying what it is.
Sweet Baby Ray's is very good. Sweet Baby Ray's.
What, has he got 4 more in him? 5?
Sweet Baby Ray's. We have just applied the Sweet Baby Ray's.
Houston, we have just applied the Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's. Maybe throw some Sweet Baby Ray's on the ribs and take Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's. Maybe throw some Sweet Baby Ray's on the ribs and take it. Rays. Sweet Baby Rays. Maybe throw some Sweet Baby Rays on the ribs and take it from there.
Ugh. What are you doing, dude? That guy. Oh, and then the fucking... So he's doing his walkthrough in all these VR houses, and you can tell he's in a studio walking, in front of a green screen. And in the cabinet of one of these, like, shelving units or whatever, tell me that that's not a fucking bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's, dude. You fucking weirdo. You... Oh, God. His hair is a yarmulke. Oh, God. So, that's a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's, and it's room temperature. And it's with other stuff that doesn't belong. Why? It's like an Easter egg. It's like he wants us to know he's a fucking nut. Anyways. Creepy. Ollie's guys. Boom, 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 boom. Creepy Zucc. On to something not so creepy. Cereal Tournament Finals. Last week, I told you guys it was a 50-50 tie between Fruity Pebbles and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I had to redo it over. And it almost got a tie again. I swear to God. For like 8 hours I was tripping because it was a 50-50 tie. Seen by over 30 people. I'm like, you did it again. How? How did it happen again? But some people came through the clutch. No fix. Hashtag no fix. Hashtag Fruity Pebblegate. Pebblegate. Hashtag Pebblegate. I didn't do it. I didn't have anything to do with it. But Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles won. Rightfully so. I'm a little biased, but I didn't do anything. So that was the semifinals. Now we can finally get on to the finals of the cereal tournament. And that is Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles versus Captain Crunch. Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles versus Captain Crunch. I didn't think that would... I mean, I put Captain Crunch and Crunch Berries. If I wouldn't have put Crunch Berries, it would have been game over. You just go by the original branding, I guess? No. You need the Crunch Berries. Just like you can't go just Fruity Pebbles. Then somewhere down the line, you might go against Cocoa Pebbles. So I put them both together. And yet again, I feel like the OP one might win. But people who were digging Captain Crunch had some pretty stiff competition on the side of the bracket. This is fun. The finals. Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles versus Captain Crunch. Voting will be on the Robert Dylan Vasquez Instagram. And I'll see you there. Either Thursday or Friday of next week. Is that it? Dude, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I have so much fun with you guys. Let's get more people in here. At least enough to change the URL. Look, I don't need like a bunch of views or a bunch of likes or a bunch of subscribes. But it is good. It is good for the, what do they call it? The arithmetic? The algorithm. The algorithm. And so we just want to get out there, dude. Us questers, we got to branch out. We can't stay on our coast. We have to find more land. Find more people. Build this cult. No. It's not a cult. I couldn't be a cult leader because I can't tell people what to do. I have a problem with authority. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to avoid the fine print at the beginning. I know you guys see it. And if you don't, then you're not listening. You're not paying attention. So, with that being said, tell your fellow questers and invite some new questers onto this journey with us. On to the Imprint of the Week, brought to you by Imprint Jones. Fucking... Yo, Agent K. I'm Intern R. I left that paperwork at home, man. Hey, yo, Robert, why you smell like weed? Hey, I thought you were supposed to be cool, man. No. Imprint of the Week. What entertainment franchise would you refuse to see rebooted unless you were able to have a starring role in it? It was a lot easier than you think to pick this. Only because they've only done it as a spoof with Don Cheadle. Is that his? Yeah. And so I picked Captain Planet. For the imprint of the week, I picked Captain Planet. Don't touch this unless I can be. I don't even want to be Captain Planet. I'll take one of the Planeteers or whatever they're called. So I'm going to show you, if you don't know, if you were deprived or if you're just younger, what Captain Planet was, what he stood for. Or I don't know if Captain Planet was a dude. And you'll see in this following video, I don't know if he was only a man. He might have been, no bullshit, might have been the first mixed gendered character on. I'm not even attacking it or making a joke like, you'll see. We're about to break this down. Let's go. What? Hang on. Why did he say it like that? Why did he say it like he spits in a fucking thing and ding? Fur!
Wind, water, heart.
I used to like that part. I used to come home from school, or no. It would come on at like 5 in the morning. So I would have to get up like super early. And I would be like,
Wind, water, heart. Go planet.
By your powers combined.
and so he has the voice of like a boxing announcer. With your powers combined.
And I am Captain Planet.
Captain Planet.
Captain is a male or female term or whatever.
He's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero.
So they would combine all their powers, try to use their powers alone, but would combine their powers and would create this superhuman, or superhero rather, in Captain Planet.
He's our powers magnified, and he's fighting on the planet side.
You see all that? Ugh. Does it get stuffy in here?
Captain Planet.
Oh, watch where you pointing that thing, brother.
He's our
Boom. Boner straight out of the ground. What was that?
hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero.
Okay, I want to go over something real quick.
Gonna help him.
You see what that just did? Okay, so you have the Thing driving.
Gonna take.
You have the Thing driving this armored truck, obviously. And old Fur is following him in a ship that flies. Now, out of the front of this ship, the windows aren't open. You could see it. Watch.
Pollution down to
Look. How many of those windows are open? 0? Good.
zero.
Boom. Using his ring power. What? Through the window? So, you expect me to believe that he's using that, right? Through the window, and this isn't happening to the
Gonna
window?
help him.
That's not happening to the window?
Put asunder. Bad guys who like to loot and plunder.
Oh, that's kind of aggressive. This scene reminds me of
Bad guys who
in Jeepers Creepers 2, where the guy lifts up his wing and he's like, it's like a fucking piece of toilet.
like to loot and plunder.
And fucking Jeepers Creepers wing wraps him up. Dude, scary. Takes his head off. Swallows his head. Fucking gets a new head. Anyways.
You'll pay for this, Captain Planet!
Yeah, okay. Now, that guy looks strangely like me. Loose tie. Dude, he's got like a super huge mullet, though. You guys need to zoom in on that, because I can't. The dress pants are pretty nice. Pretty slim fit for the 90s. Like really, really getting those meaty thighs in there. Looks like me. All right, lower on this one.
You'll pay for this, Captain Planet.
We're the Planeteers. You can be one too, 'cause saving our planet.
That doesn't even look like a human. What is he even doing? I mean, I know this is like a fictional world, but what is this?
Is the thing to do.
And then she's chasing him with the tsunami tornado thing, huh?
Looting and polluting is not the way. Here with Captain Planet.
Okay, that was a fire, and you're gonna take that out with heart? Excuse me? Look at that monkey. He's fearing for his life. Look, they're even like holding a monkey, and then it's like, ditch the monkey to spray this heart.
Hear what Captain Planet has to say.
The power is yours.
You're telling me I couldn't be a Planeteer? I slip on one of them fancy rings, and it's just like, fire! Like, I can say it way better. But yeah, I'd be a Planeteer. Shout out to Imprint Jones. Oh, man. Are we on to the question? On to the question? Fucking. What are some of your favorite podcasts? Okay, so I obviously have my own little thing going on over here, but some of my favorites outside of like inspirations, it's just primarily comedy podcasts. I don't like the true crime stuff. I might listen to like a Neil deGrasse Tyson on Joe Rogan, but I don't like to get too serious with my content just because I want to be silly. Now, life has ebbs and flows and waves and blah, 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 ups and downs. So you have to feel down sometimes so that the good feelings feel good. Or else it's just going to be a lot of this. And you can't have that. It's not logical. You're going to end up like the Joker. Dude, that could have ended so wrong. What if he like... Oh, God. Sorry. What if he like played with it just a little more? Like Heath Ledger just like went just a little, because he was like, you want to know how? What if he was just like, you want to know how I got these? What a fool, dude. R.I.P. Anyways, sorry Heath. Just thinking if he was like a weirdo. So I like a lot of different podcasts. Like, I'll watch Joe Rogan, not so much since he went to Spotify. I'm really slobbery now, sorry. Not so much since he went to Spotify. Shout out to him, though. If every now and then, he has somebody that I'll watch, and then I'll just hop on. That's kind of like a lot of podcasts. I just kind of cherry pick the guests that I like to listen to. But if I'm feeling froggy, I'll try somebody new. Froggy is in desperate, and because I just eat up content. Screen time is not that much on my phone. Don't want to be on my phone all day, but I am on it, just to be honest, just to get me through this pandemic, just to help me stay in a good mood. That way I know that there are people out there doing comedic things in dark times like this. And that's all I'm going to elaborate on that. So I like Tiger Belly. That's with Bobby Lee and his girlfriend Kalila and Gilbert and George and all of them. Look them up. They're very funny if you already don't. Bad Friends. Again, another one with Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. I like Whiskey Ginger, depending on the guests they have. Two Bears, One Cave. Your Mom's House. Congratulations by Chris D'Elia. And not so much anymore, but he was kind of like he was it, dude. Well, like my favorite comedian, like did a podcast by himself, had over 200 episodes and still going strong. Had a couple guests in those hundreds of episodes, but just doing it himself, just like getting in front of the camera. And that was the big problem with me. I wanted to do this with a friend. Two friends actually, and I was just like, let's do this. Come on, let's please. Like, we're so good together. We have such good chemistry. We're so funny, and it just life life happens, dude. And when their life is on a different trajectory than yours, it's tough. So I got the stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to have guests. I'm going to do a podcast, and I'm going to have guests. And I was like, well, how do I have guests? Before it was... How do I have guests before it was guests? How do I bring them into my world? And that's something I'm still trying to figure out. So I thought I needed people. I was like, oh, well, depending on your time and your schedule, like, no, I'm doing this right now whenever I want. I'm doing as many takes as I want, not so much anymore. I'm trying to discipline myself. This is fun. And I like watching podcasts that are fun. And I realized with the Congratulations podcast that you don't need anybody. You just need you. Just show up. Have some fun. If you build it, they will come. Hashtag MetaVR. That's our sponsor of the podcast. It's not our sponsor. It's not our sponsor. That fucking... Eli? Why is our virtual reality fridge empty? Oh, I love you, Eli. Yeah, I love comedy podcasts. The Ariel Helwani show, it's kind of with the MMA Hour. I love their content and Ariel's content. A bunch of different stuff. If I'm missing out on I just watch clips of stuff. I can't sit and watch 2 hours of this podcast and 6 hours of this. My commutes to work help knock that down if there are long episodes like that. I'm rambling, but you get the gist of it. What are some of the podcasts that you enjoy? Comment down below. And if you have any recommendations, I'll gladly take some. But just know that I'm not going to listen to fucking... I'm not listening to something that's going to involve a guy like that, all right? Anyways, is that it? On to unlocking memories, dude. Fucking... Comment your podcast. So what I have written down is Dylan the Extrovert. So for the first 7.5 years of my life, really 8.5, I went by Dylan because that's my middle name. And I'm your host, just in case you forgot. Just in case you started this episode and forgot, it's okay. Or you're not reading the title, it's all right. I'm your host, Robert Dylan Vasquez. And so Dylan is the middle part of that, if you guys didn't catch that. My dad named me after Bob Dylan, the folk singer. Not many people in my generation give a shit. Thanks, Daddy-O. So, Dylan is what I went by for the first 7.5 years. And I was very not shy. I was shy in my own way, but if you started talking to me, you couldn't get me to shut up. I was a performer. I wanted to make everybody laugh, wanted to make everybody feel good. Kind of the same now, but I've learned to mix the two because I got here and introvert for the rest of it because I got bullied and I didn't know who my friends were and I was shy and it all changed. Made me insecure. Like, just I had it all and then I lost it all and I've tried to obtain it back like suddenly, like in weird ways, and it just didn't work. I got too comfortable too fast and people here are just standoffish. Anyways, so this is not therapy. So Dylan the Extrovert, my mother would have friends over. And so I took it upon myself, my parents in general. I don't know where my dad was at the time, probably working. But my parents were very good hosts. Do you want anything to drink? Make yourself comfortable. What can I get you? Warm towel, massage. No. Everything after something to drink was wrong. So we were good hosts, even me and my little baby brothers, right? So there, my friends would come over, and it would be me and my friends, and I'd be like, "Get out of here! I'm trying to hang out with my friends." And poor little Hank and Eli would be like, "You want a Dr. Pepper?" Oh God, I miss that. I miss like, I'd be like, "Hey Dad, can I have a Dr. Pepper?" He'd be like, "No, what? No." And then Alex would come over, and he'd be like, "Hey, what's up, Bob? Can I get a Dr. Pepper?" He's like, "Yeah, Alex, anything for you." Oh, fuck you, Alex. So, Dylan. My mom would invite her friends over, and Dylan would come out and be like, "Hey, how are you guys? Any refreshments? Do you want dinner and a show? Because you're getting it anyways." And so I would start this next clip. I would pop in the DVD, because that's what we did at the time. I would pop in a DVD, and I would perform a not only choreographed dance, but it was a little vulgar. And I'll show you what I mean, right?
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Shrek in the Swamp karaoke dance party.
This is when they knew they were fucked. So imagine a little 5-year-old comes out, and he's checking on you, and he's like, "Okay, are you guys ready for dinner and a show?" And you're like, "I mean, yeah, I guess." "Tanya, who is this?" And it's
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Shrek in the Swamp karaoke dance party.
no.
I'm gonna take things down a little bit.
I'm going to take things down. Now, I didn't know any of these classic songs. I mean, I knew how they went in this, but I had no idea what these were, like the Billy Joels, the Madonnas, any of this.
One of my personal favorites. Don't go changing.
So, when you flipped through the scenes, I would have to, like, go to this and rewind, because when you skipped scene by scene, this is the scene that it took you to. The fucking, "Don't go changing."
To try and please me, you've never let me down before.
Shrek, you better chill out looking at me like that.
I made it through the wilderness.
I always wondered what that hump was when I was a kid. Like, I was like, I just had no idea. I didn't think it was anything pervy. I was just like, that's not her fucking knee, because her leg, why is her leg like
You know I need
the fucking the DJ bit? I like that shit. Look, it's me. It's fucking.
Didn't know how lost I was
Ugh. I mean, she's an ogre and she thickum, but
till I found you.
Yeah, I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny.
so you get the gist. Or I like this part. Sorry, you get the gist of it, but I like where it separates it.
And when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get feelings.
Anyways, so you skip to about 2:17, right?
Now that's how I like it.
Everybody is dancing, and like it's all finally came together over a 2-minute, like 2-minute span, 8 more songs, mashup on mashup. Everybody's ready for the grand finale, right? And I'm working it. I'm doing everything. I've already done all the songs, all the characters, all the voice pitches. Who let the dogs out? I'm doing the pigs. Who? Everything, right? They should have paid, honestly. So what they don't know is that Dylan is setting up for the punchline. And the punchline at the very end. No, the punchline. So it gets to a point where they're all like, and as you can see, Donkey's like backing up into Pinocchio, right? And he's like, hey, Pinocchio, you want to watch that nose, man? And that's not the spoiler. It's like you have 7.5-year-old Dylan, and he's fucking...
Hey, Pinocchio, you want to watch that nose, man?
And so that's what... Oh, God. Cancel. And so that's what I would do. That's what 7-year-old Robert does, or probably 5, probably 6, honestly. And that's what 27-year-old Robert does. 2 decades later, and it doesn't change. But I remember that being the bit. Like, that was the thing. Oh, if you ask my mother today. So that was my thing. I would moon them all at the end. Sorry you had to see that. It's not kid appropriate. But we're out here fucking no, yep. Survival of the fittest, you know. Likes and subscribes, you know. Man, Robert really be showing his ass on his podcast. Literally? Yeah. What I didn't notice is he didn't put his ass away. So, thank you guys for watching. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did. I will see you next week for episode 43 with the results of the cereal tournament, the finals, the end-all be-all, the nitty-gritty. It's down to the Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles versus Captain Crunch and Crunch Berries. If you guys are going to join Zuck's Meta VR, just be careful. Don't go into a Ollies, and if you do see guys in trench coats, don't remain there. Come out to the Comedy Zone any week, but especially on the weeks that I'm there, you guys will be the first to know. And really the only to know, like, pre-Comedy Zone. Shout out to Imprint Jones. Shout out to all my boys and all my friends. Shout out to Captain Planet. Shout out to Shrek. And I will see you guys next week. I don't know.